Hey everyone, it is March 10th and tomorrow is the big day. I'll start with symptoms, kind of have all the same stuff. I've got no appetite today and I'm sure that's because I'm anxious about what's to come. So I'm kind of having to force food in. And my ear ringing is pretty intense today. And again, I think that's just because of the anxiety of all of this. So physically, I'm kind of in the same place that I've been for several days: neuropathy, pain, weakness, blah, blah, blah. But I will have to totally level with you guys and say that even though I know this is the right thing, and I have really come to terms with the necessity of this, and I'm in a state of acceptance. The insecurity that I feel about how I'm going to look is definitely dissipating, which is wonderful. But I am still sad. I cried a lot last night in the bathtub. I was taking some before pictures so I can kind of have those to reference, and cried a lot this morning, and I don't know, I'm just sad. Remember, I've always wanted to have larger breasts since I was young. It wasn't always an insecurity thing. It was just something that I just kind of always wanted, dream of mine. And I was really excited when I had the opportunity to get implants. That just was cool. I mean, I still always wish they were real and that I had been blessed with real large boobs, but the fact that I could at least get some, I don't know, it's always been a lot to me. Not always about the look, but there's just something about it. I guess that's my little bit of crazy. We all have something. So I'm sad. I was trying to kind of reflect on it this morning, and it was kind of like, I remember back when I used to be a big drinker for a lot of reasons, and it was becoming very toxic for me. My body was rejecting alcohol even in the smallest amounts, and just wasn't any good for me, and it was affecting my life and running my life, and I realized that I needed to quit. And even though it was really hard for me on my body, having to quit doing something that I really enjoyed sucked. I mean, I really liked getting a buzz on. I liked to party. I liked having fun and getting kind of crazy, and I wasn't going to be able to do that anymore, and that was really sad for me. Same thing happened when there were some toxic people. I think we've all gone through this, where you have people in your life that just aren't good for you. Maybe they don't make you feel good about yourself, or they do things that maybe you shouldn't do. The toxic drinking, party, whatever. There's toxic people that we have to let go of in our lives as well. And even though we know they're not good for us, it's still hard. So that's sort of where I'm at with this. Like, even though I know these implants aren't good for me, and they're toxic and they're killing me, it's hard. I'm sad. I don't feel like I'm quite ready to let them go. And it's crazy to me to think that how sick I am. Like, how sick do I need to be to really come to terms with this? But surgery's tomorrow, so there's no going back now. But I'm sad. I do know that when I gave up drinking, when I've given up toxic people in my life, it was always a really hard struggle. It was a challenge to get through it. But on the other side, I do know that I was always so much stronger and better for it. So I'm trying to really focus on that God put me on this journey for some reason, that there is some major rebirth that is supposed to happen on the other side of this. And that giving these up is, I know, like, hopefully it's going to be a way for me to find myself in a way that I never knew I needed to. In fact, the name for my blog site is, or one of the quotes on there I put is, I had to lose my boobs to find myself. And I'm hopeful that that's what this is all about, and that the sadness is what it is, and I'll just get through it. And I am a firm believer that God puts challenges in our path in order for us to grow. And I do sometimes feel that he wants us to have to give up some really big things that we find really important in order to grow. And I guess this is a big one for me. I didn't realize how much I really loved my boobs, and what a big deal it would be to give them up until I had to. But I guess it's not really worth giving up my life, and it sure isn't worth what I've lost so far. So I'll come to terms with it in time. But that's where I'm at with it. I'm not really ready, to be totally honest. I will do what I have to do. And Graham has said this several times. God, he is my rock. Once I'm feeling better and I have my life back, I just won't feel this way anymore. It won't matter. And I agree with that. So I'm just going to ride it out. Tomorrow's a new day. And this squirming caterpillar is inside the chrysalis trying to break free. And I guess once I drop these boobs to the side, maybe a butterfly will come out. That's what I hope. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Wow, this is it. Ta-ta, until we meet again, post-explant, itty-bitty titties on the way. Bye.